Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where this month we are sharing with you some of our family favorite recipes. These recipes are going to be all across the board, from breads to breakfast to soups to side dishes, just a little bit of everything mixed in there for you. I've gone way back in the vault and I've just thought of recipes that are highly requested from family, friends, recipes that I have sold over the years. I've made and sold the items. So we're gonna have fun this month. So if you've been watching me for a few months, you know back in September we were trying new recipes, and I tried the Dr. D Dozen's banana bread because I wanted it so badly to taste like my nanny's banana bread, but it did not. Some of you guys have sent me your banana bread recipe, and I definitely do plan on trying them just to see, can I find the recipe that my nanny used or one closest to hers. However, today I'm going to share with you our go-to recipe for banana bread. This is a recipe that I've made for years. I have sold many loaves of banana bread. This is also a recipe that my kids absolutely love, and if I buy bananas, they typically will stop eating bananas when I have 3 or 4 left for the fact that they can ripen really good, and I will make banana bread. So this is definitely our go-to recipe for banana bread, and I'm gonna share it with you today. It does have a lot more ingredients than the Dr. D Dozen banana bread did, and it does taste super good, and your house is gonna smell amazing while it's baking. For this recipe, you're gonna need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of baking powder and then half a teaspoon of baking soda. You're gonna need half a teaspoon of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs that are room temperature, and 1 stick of unsalted butter that is also room temperature. I will say that I have forgotten to take the eggs out and I didn't notice a difference. And I have used salted butter in it, and I haven't really noticed a difference. So those preferences are yours. If all you have is salted butter, don't worry about going and buying unsalted butter for this. And another thing you can always do is just do less salt. Instead of the half a teaspoon, you can do either no salt if you're gonna use salted butter, or 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt if you still feel like you want some. I've never left the salt out when I've used salted butter, and it always turns out great. You're gonna need half a cup of white sugar and 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then you're gonna want 3 or 4 good ripened bananas. So we're gonna have a separate bowl where we mix all of our dry ingredients first. We're gonna work on getting our wet ingredients mixed in our KitchenAid mixer, and then we will combine the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And then you're gonna bake this at 350 for 55 to 65 minutes. So it does take a little bit to bake, but it's nice. I can get other stuff done and I don't have to worry about watching it. This recipe is going to make 1 loaf of banana bread. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we have our banana bread mixed together. I went to go melt the butter a little bit, clearly melted it too much. Not the first time that has happened, and it's perfectly fine. So if you end up accidentally melting your butter all the way, instead of having it more soft room temperature butter, it's okay, I promise. Now we're gonna take this, put this in the oven and let it bake for about an hour. So 55 to 65 minutes. I typically set it for an hour, take it out and check it in. Usually we're good to go. If you like nuts in your banana bread, feel free. You can add walnuts, you can add pecans, or whatever kind of tickles your fancy. I've even seen people do chocolate chips and various things. We keep it just plain and simple is the way that we prefer it. We get it cooked up, a little bit of butter, and we're good to go. So I will see you guys back in an hour and we will test out our banana bread. All right, our banana bread is done. I'm gonna take a knife and I'm just gonna poke it in the middle. Make sure that our knife comes out good and clean. There's no dough on it and we are good, so it is ready. Now I'm gonna let this cool for a little bit. All right, so we've let it cool. I'm starting to cut it. It smells and looks absolutely amazing. I'm gonna put some butter on it and enjoy a bite. So good. All right, guys, that is it for our favorite banana bread recipe. Again, I will try some new recipes. I'll take you guys along for the journey to see if we can find Nanny's recipe bread. But this is our go-to recipe, and ironically, Justin texted me while this was in the oven and asked what I was cooking for dinner tonight. And I said, and I have banana bread in the oven. And he said, is it your recipe or are you trying something else? I said, it's our recipe. And he said, good. So he's excited to get home from school to eat some banana bread, and I'm excited to have it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time for another one of our family favorite recipes. Bye guys.